Well, I don't see any alternative. Unless we come up with something, you're going to be up on a murder charge.
Lee, no, they can't do that.
Oh, yes, they can, and very easily. Look, what I'm trying to pin down here is exactly what was in Scotty's mind when he went after Luke on the boat.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Don't tell me you didn't know. You knew exactly, and you know now. Now, I want you to think back. I want you to reconstruct it.
When I read the letter and I found out what Laura had done, I was crazy. I know that I wanted to kill somebody. That much I do know.
That's somebody. You were after Luke, weren't you?
You bet I was. And I went straight to his apartment, and he wasn't there. Then I went to the boat, and when I found him there, I went straight for his throat. And now the rest of it from then on it's kind of a blur.
Well, the first thing you did after he went over the side was to dive in after him, try to save him, Scotty.
Well, that was a reflex action.
I don't care what it was. You did it. And it's the only thing we've got going for us. You tried to save Luke's life. You did not want him to die.
But I failed. Luke's dead.
I brought you some coffee.
I don't want any.
It might do you some good.
No.
It'll give you something to do.
Thank you, Jerry. Have they found him yet?
Not yet, no.
You know, I knew this. I knew deep down inside somehow. I knew that God was going to take him away from me. God's taken away every single man that I ever cared about.
Don't do that. It doesn't do any good.
What's going to do good, Ruby? Tell me, what's going to do good right now?
Don't give up so easily, because if we pray hard enough, maybe they'll find
It's
you.
not going to help, Ruby. My brother's body is floating out to sea right now.
Why don't you have at least a sip of coffee?
Sorry.
Can either of you think of any reason why Scotty would try and kill Luke?
What? Yeah, because of Laura.
I mean, what has Laura got to do with all of this?
Oh, Joe, wake up!
Oh, honey, don't do that.
No, Ruby, I think he should know about it. Why shouldn't he know about it? Laura Baldwin isn't the shrinking violet that everybody seems to think that she is around here. Laura Baldwin happens to be a self-centered, destructive, spoiled little brat. She's gone through life doing exactly as she pleases, with the top down, never worrying about who's going to be hurt. God knows she's killed every man that I've ever cared about. Or she caused them to be killed.
Does that include Roy?
I don't want to answer any more questions now, Joe. Go away and leave us alone, okay?
Honey, he's just trying to help.
Nothing is going to help now, Ruby. The only thing that's going to help us to get my brother back. And that's not going to happen. So why don't you just go away and leave us alone, okay?
I'm gonna go down to homicide and see if the DA's gonna press charges.
What charges? Press charges against who?
It's Scotty, of course.
What for?
Well, after what happened today, don't be surprised if Scotty comes up on a murder charge.
Hi.
Hi.
Miss Rick. Hi.
Oh.
We got here as soon as we could.
Hello, Leslie.
Where's Scotty?
Glad you're here.
He's, in showering, Rick. How is he?
Well, he's pretty shaken up. I'd say he's in a state of shock.
Oh, I just can't even believe this has happened.
Yeah, it is incredible, isn't it? I guess we're all in a state of shock at the moment.
Is Laura here?
No, we have no idea where she is. I've been talking to Scotty, trying to convince him he's got to go down to police headquarters and make a statement of some sort.
I suppose that's true, isn't it?
Well, it's inevitable. And if he goes down voluntarily, it's going to look a lot better for him.
What do you mean, look better for him?
Well, Lee thinks there's a good chance that the police could charge Scotty with intent to commit murder.
What?
Lee, it was an accident.
It was an accident caused by Scotty. He struck Luke, and Luke went over the side. It was the blow that caused it.
I don't understand why it happened. Why would Scotty go after Luke on the day of his wedding? What argument could have been so terrible to make him do something like that?
Well, we have to talk to Scotty, I think, and find that out.
Listen, you're both going to have to know this sooner or later. It seems that Scotty went a little crazy because he found a letter that Laura wrote to Luke.
What
A letter?
What kind of letter, Gail?
Well, I don't know exactly what was in it, but apparently it was very clear from what she wrote
that she and Luke had been having an affair.
I'm thinking she please come on in.
Good.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello, Jan.
Where is Scotty?
Ollie's in showering. How's he feeling?
Well, he's pretty stunned by this thing.
Yeah.
Is there any idea what caused the fight?
I think probably Scotty is the one to tell us that. Do you think that somebody should go in and see if he's all right?
Listen, he ought to be out in a minute. He may need the time to be by himself.
What about Jennifer? How was she when you left her?
She was in a pretty bad way. I had to give her a sedative to settle her down.
Oh, here you are, Scotty.
Hey, Scotty. Couldn't figure out where all these voices were.
We just stopped by to see how you were doing.
Fine, thank you.
Scotty, why don't you sit down? I'll get you some more coffee.
How do you feel, son?
Rotten. Of course, it's not every day you have to face the fact that you just killed a man.
Scotty, they don't know for sure that he's dead yet, you know.
You haven't found him yet.
No, not yet.
Well, I'd say by now that he pretty much would have to be dead.
Scotty, not necessarily now. There are a lot of other things could have happened.
I don't buy that.
Here, Scotty.
Everybody was right. Laura was too young to get married, but I wouldn't believe it. I thought that she was mature enough to love, be loved back. All along, I mean, she was just playing with the idea of being in love.
Scotty, I don't think you can ever doubt how Laura felt about you.
Can't I? She lived with me for the last 6 months, pretending to be in love with me, pretending to have been brutally raped, when all along she had been seduced by Luke and had fallen in love with him.